Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Monday morning news and gentle show. I'm your host, Mike Barra in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined as I always am on Mondays and Wednesdays by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair from Hayden, Idaho, Jennifer Falah. Jen, how are you doing on this marvelous Monday?
I forgot to change that. Good.
Okay. All right. Well, it is great to have everybody here. And before we get started, a couple things I wanted to say. I had a very rough weekend. Okay. I went out Thursday night. That was fun. Hangover, migraines on Friday, miserable hangover on Saturday, went to the Christmas house, wasn't feeling great. You've seen the videos of that on Instagram and Telegram, lots of fun. Came home, Miss Fluffy Muffy appeared to be in a crisis. Now, I wanted to warn you guys, what I had done is at the recommendation of a friend, who it turns out didn't know what he was talking about, was Miss Fluffy Muffy had these hot spots, these scabs, where she was scratching, and she gets yeast infections in her ears. I tried to stay on top of them. I didn't stay on top of them. And she got her skin scratched up, right? And it was bad. She had a couple in front of her ears and some on the back of her neck. And it was suggested that I use the Miracle Gold from CBD Gurus on it, which is a wonderful product for humans. Apparently, it's not a good product for cats. Somebody else told me they'd use it on their cats and it was no problem. Well, it contains peppermint. And peppermint, I discovered, is very bad for dogs and cats. So don't use anything with peppermint or give them anything with peppermint in it ever. So that was a big mistake because she was very sick. She started, and I'm like, and I remember thinking on Saturday, could it be this that's making her feel listless? And I thought, this is bad. She seems like she's got the flu or something. And I'm like, maybe she just has the kitty flu. I trust this person. I'll keep using it. And it wasn't, it was actually making her very sick, giving her very bad flu-like symptoms, to the point that on Saturday night when I got home, had to take her to the emergency room, which of course was not cheap. And took her there to the emergency room, and her blood test came back for massive kidney failure. She's dying. And I'm like, she's going to have to stay in the hospital for 2 days. That's another $4,000 and da-da-da-da-da. And then I'm getting ready to try to deal with this. I think I posted it. And I come out and they say, oh, you know what?
That was another cat's results.
We may have messed up your blood test.
Oh, okay.
We may have messed up the blood test. It may be false. And like you say, there was a kitty there at the same time that was going to heaven. So maybe that was her blood test that got mixed up with my kitty's blood test. So they took another one, and there's no kidney failure. There's a little kidney dysfunction, but not even enough to worry about giving her extra fluids or anything, right? So $800 later, I get her home. She doesn't have a fever. She does have an infection. The scabs were like infected. So now I've got her on ear drops for the yeast infection, and I've got her on ointments like Neosporin type stuff for her skin problems around the front of her ears and behind her neck. And she's still not back to normal, and she's not happy with me, but she's allowed me to pet her a few times. So it was just a really rough, emotional.
It will be in a couple of days. It's just working out of her system.
It's working out of her system. Okay. So so it just was a shitty weekend, right?
They should have comped the bill from that, telling you your cat's going to die and has kidney failure, and that was a mistake. That was an office mistake.
I am going to make, either it sounded like they put it in the wrong test, but the thing is that there was an RN there, a former RN who was there with her doggy who had surgery, who needed his scar re-stapled up. And she was talking to them. And I think she didn't work there, but she sat there. I think she overheard their conversation because I came out and she was telling them, no, if you use the purple one, that's the wrong one. That'll give you a way high potassium all the time. So use da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay. So anyway, thanks to that person and her dog, her big chocolate lab, for helping me out. So
that was totally an office error right there. I don't know what happened or if it was someone else's, but like I felt like it was another cat's results.
It probably was the kitty who passed, went to heaven that night. So probably that's what they did. They got screwed up there. So overall, I think it's a good hospital, but that was a big mistake. And, my doctor had blue hair and 15 nose rings and, maybe she's not the best doctor.
Stoned, probably.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't know.
So, but I do want to thank some of the people there. It's just really scary for a little while, And then my two sports teams really had a great day yesterday, Manchester City and the Seattle Seahawks. That sucked. And then get this. I was so confident the Seahawks were going to do well last night that Dave and I actually bought tickets to the Rams game the last Sunday of the season in January because that game could have theoretically been for the division championship and a spot in the playoffs. Now I don't think that's going to happen. So, maybe I'll have to try to resell those 2 tickets. Luckily, they weren't very expensive. So it is shitty overall. But thanks for everybody for being here. I know it's not what you're here for, but I thought I would share my weekend. I know everybody's had kind of some weird weekends. We could all use some good news. Let's just real quick go into the spiel for the morning. Just to let everybody know. Thank you for being here. We did get censored. Toxically Masculine Tuesday got censored on one of my 3 YouTube channels, which is why I have 3 YouTube channels, for medical disinformation, for playing a clip of the incoming director of the Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., talking about what the pharmaceutical companies did to manipulate everybody into taking a VAGS instead of taking Ivan and Roxy. And it's a clip of him being interviewed. That was the director of Health and Human Services, the future director, apparently puts out medical misinformation. And they dinked my one channel. So again, should we get censorship, always go to mikebara.blogspot.com. That is where you will find all of the latest shows, including today's shows. You'll find articles, you'll find videos I've done on UFO cases, interviews with other people in the UFO community, like the lovely Maria Sarin, and just have a great time over there. You can get links to all my books and past lectures and lots of cool stuff. And the reason this lecture is up here, Ancient Aliens and JFK at the New Living Expo, is because it's epic. And everybody should watch that, especially with the Kennedy assassination stuff coming forward. Now, that links directly to the Rumble channel. The Rumble channel is a Real News Live with Mike and Jen. It has, almost 1,328 people in the stream right now. And one of the really cool things about Real News Live with Mike and Jen is that you can subscribe in the lower right-hand corner below the chat box there. There is a little subscribe button, and for a mere $5 a month, you can follow and subscribe and make a small contribution to the show. That's the best way to help the show until we actually have the thing that we're all here to talk about. So remember, the channel is not Real News Live. It is Real News Live with Mike and Jen. That is a channel. It is not an account Took us a while to figure out that Rumble does this. It's pretty strange stuff. Also, please don't forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus over at the CBDGurus.com, who have all kinds of wonderful CBD-based products for your health. Slide over to Mike, the wholesale tab, down to the Mike B Wholesale. Type in the discount code ALIEN, no capital A, no S. And this week's for the specials, you'll pick up like 20 million Bolivar, 40 million Bolivar, along with your orders, depending on the size. You can get the pain cream, the skin lotion, the gummies, all kinds of cool health products based on CBD at wholesale prices from the CBD Gurus. Get on over there. Matt Johnson is one of the best human beings on the planet, and we love him. Also, please don't forget to visit MikeBarraPets.com, MikeBarraPets.com. Another one of our wonderful sponsors. We can talk to Diana and Kristen about mushroom-based supplements for your doggies, your kitties, and your horsies, and even yourself. And if it wasn't for Diana, Diana's the one who told me, well, that's got peppermint in it. You can't give her that. It's going to make her sick. And thank you, Diana. She is a certified pet nutritionist. If you have any issues with your pets, hook up with the folks over at MikeBarraPets.com, and Diana will get you straightened out. Click on the Shop Now tab. Look at the list of products. We've got Mush Puppies, Mush Puppies Plus, Super Sauce. Thank you, by the way, Diana, for hosting us out there at the Christmas house. I will be back out on Wednesday night at the Christmas house doing Whiskey and Wisdom from the Christmas house on the 18th. What?
I said that'll be cute.
Yeah, it'll be cute. It'll be cute. I got Barkley and the Mojos. I picked up some Pet Balm. I'm going to use that on Miss Fluffy Muffy's scabs and stuff after we get through with the antibiotic cream. They've got the Mush Ponies, the Chill Doggies, and the Coriolis Versicolor mushroom-based supplements for human beings, which can work wonders with your health. Talk to Diana about her personal story. She will tell you how using these products changed her life. That's when she knew she wanted to get involved into getting them out to people. They got chocolates, they got coffee, they got the body balm, they got starter packs. MikeBarraPets.com. Also, one last thing. This came up with TV's Blake Wally the other night. Blake was looking for some health insurance. Guess what? Impact Health Sharing is a wonderful product, a member of the ACN family of products, of which I am a seller. There's links in the description. You can get ID theft protection, DirecTV, AT&T, Flash Mobile, cell service, internet, energy, electricity, gas, and Impact Health Sharing, which is a wonderful replacement for your health insurance. Just click on that tab, follow the link in the description, click on the tab. You can get videos to give you information, and you can even get a quote. And I hope and think Blake is going to be signing up, so he has some decent health insurance.
I'm going to have to do that for me and Katie. Now, is this a discount plan or is that actual insurance? And do they have dental? It
is. I don't know about dental. You'll have to. I'll find out for you though. I can totally find out. It's a replacement for health insurance. It's not technically insurance, but it does everything Blue Cross Blue Shield does at about 1/3 the cost, is my experience.
Well, then, or we'll just RV and then I won't care and I'll just
right.
You get better service without insurance anyway.
Well, right. So, and this is kind of what the concept is. It's basically a church faith-based organization, and they basically, all you do is give them your card, just like you would give them an insurance card, Jen, and they take it, they put you in the system, and they get paid more than they get paid from Blue Cross Blue Shield, as an example, and they get paid faster. So every doctor prefers it. Go to any doctor you want. There's no referrals, none of that BS. It's just, oh, you need healthcare? Okay, well, you've been paying in. Here, we'll cover your bills. And they have, really good deals on that. And again, I'm going to have some Dr. Randy Shannon come in and talk about it one of these days. On Wednesday, after our show on Wednesday, I'm going to have Diana and Kristen from MikeBarraPets.com come on and talk about the mushroom-based supplements. So yeah, Jen, you may as well go look and then you could also become an IBO, a business operator, and sign people up yourself if you want to. So that's the way it works. But everything I've heard is that this is wonderful and it works great.
I'll look into it.
So yes. All right, Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at JenniferFallah.com this week?
Okay, so I'm gonna take the. You got like a day or two to get the. Now the yearly forecast reading. I only offer that once a year. That is only going to be on until Christmas. Get it now. With those, I'm giving out gift cards. You can schedule them after the first of the year. The 2-hour reading is only going to be on for a couple more days. Okay. So go and get those now if you want them. The reason I'm pulling it down is because it's filling up my schedule. Anyways, go ahead and get those now. The rest of the gift cards, I am caught up to Friday on emails. I am getting those done today. And they keep coming. So today, tomorrow, and for the rest of eternity. But go ahead and get a gift card. Email me after. Use the love button, please, for multiple purchases. I got one of these and one of those. Email me, tell me. I will send you the gift cards. You send them to people. You're done with your gift. The instructions are on the card for whoever you send it to. These do not expire. If you would like to pick up gift cards for the rest of the year at a discount price, my prices will be going up after the first of the year if we do not RV yet and things don't get better because Mama's all by herself now. So, well, take care of everybody else. So, get them at a discounted price. Get your gift cards. Put them in your phone or your computer. And when you need something, send me a gift card. After the first of the year, we will be doing the weight loss healings. That's a good time to bring those out. But for right now, Marcy Hell has a 2-for-1 sale. Gift cards as well for 2 people, 2 houses, a house and a person, for cleansing. And Susan Gretz has all, you can, she doesn't have a sale with me right now, but I'm sure she has personal deals that you can talk to her about. Just purchase an email. If you'd like to talk to any one of these ladies, their email is right there in the write-up. We also, if you need hypnotherapy, this is my recommendation. You can just click the link there and it'll take you to their website. They do not work for me, and neither does Marcy or Susan. What else was I going to tell you?
I don't know, Jen. I think you should be getting a cut out of that.
It's complicated. I don't really care. I just wanted it listed there because so often I find that it would be useful to somebody.
Hypnosis is a great answer for certain things. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I've got a list of things I want to do. But also, I just did that show with Augie Nost and Nori Love, and I know that I forgot that Nori hadn't talked to her in years, but she also does those things. So I may think about listing her as well.
Cool.
So anyway, get there, get gift cards, use the love button. Love button is better because it's a donation button and I don't have to pay taxes on that. So it's better if you use the love button. They are all donations, but PayPal doesn't seem to think so. And that's it. Go to jenniferfalaw.com.
Cool. That is what is going on over at jenniferfalaw.com today. All right. Okay, let's get to I think everybody's here for the news, so let's get to the news and talk about what we have. Now, as soon as Mike can find his news banner. There we go. It should really just say news, not breaking news. But it is breaking news because all news is breaking. Guys, I don't know I have opinions about the drones. I'm not going to share them. There is a chance I will be supporting my friend Tom Reed on a national podcast tomorrow of some significance, tomorrow or the next day, to talk about these. At that time, I will let you know what I think they are. But I don't know for sure. And I do know that some of the bullshit I'm hearing is just that, it's bullshit. So that stuff's going on. All right. In terms of news, I don't have a lot, but what I have is very significant. I do have reports from people that I trust that tier 3 people are now being paid out. Really, actually, we've said this before, they're being paid out. That indicates that we're getting to the last stages of this thing when people are receiving money, and people appear to be receiving money. My bond folks are still in limbo. I think they have to wait until the RV actually is publicly announced before they get paid. That's my suspicion. That's what I think is going on with that stuff. I have sources inside Iraq that are actually surprised it didn't happen last night, but are fully expecting it to happen today, meaning a public rate for the revalued Iraqi dinar. There's this whole thing about a 72-hour window and when does it start, that it was supposedly published in the Gazette, but we won't see it until Monday, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I don't know if any of that stuff is true. But I have that information. And then I guess the one thing that is really strong is that everybody continues to believe that it is imminent, like now, not next week, not next weekend, not before Christmas, certainly not in January, but like now. And that's pretty much what I have. I don't have a lot of detailed news other than that. I mean, I have all kinds of people telling me stuff, but it's secondhand. It's secondhand information. It's not, I have money in my pocket. So that's what we're waiting on, Jen. That's where I'm at. I don't have any real illumination for anybody. Did you do any Gentel today?
Oh, I did.
Did you? What do you
I
got?
went to talk to Archangel Uriel and got a little Gentel today.
Okay.
So, this is Gentel for 12/16/24. Interdimensional meditation. I went in and spoke with Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Haniel. This time I was dressed in white, and it was really interesting. There's always some kind of message with the color of the dress. And I don't think it's just personal because I'm going in to get information for you. Okay. RV News. I asked questions this time. I said, was a rate published last week? Because we got information that it was going to be. Yes. A half rate was published. Interesting. I said, why? He said, to pay contractors. This is Uriel speaking. The rate was $3.92 and will rise to a public rate of over $7. And then I heard $7.65. Don't quote me on that.
Jen, that's what TNT Tony said last week.
Shut up.
He said on Friday that it was $370 today or $390. He might have said $390 today, but it's going to be $730 next week.
Shut up. I didn't know that. This is getting good. All right, let's listen to this. Put me back on. This is getting good. Okay. Because after I did this, after I did the meditation this morning, I actually got some information from other people confirming a few things. So this is getting really exciting. Okay. I said, when will we receive notifications to exchange? And this is what was confirmed after the fact. Wednesday night. Not sure if that is Wednesday in Iraq or here. I think it's here. I said, are other tiers being paid? And he said, yes, that is underway. I said, did Reno really start as reported? Because we'd heard rumors of that. He said, yes. And he said, disbursements and contractors being paid, contracts being signed. Okay. Finishing touches underway. So they're getting the other tiers paid out. Last week, no one ever said, okay. I lost my pen. I put my finger there. All right. Now, we were told that every tier would be a private event up to tier 5. Tier 5 is the public event. We were told that a rate needed to be published in the Gazette in order for that to kick off the other currencies. No one ever said that that publication had to be public. I think that's what's going on. All right. Because last week, everything started moving. Okay. And it's getting really exciting. All right. I said, what's going on with the other currency rates because of the dinar privately published rate, the privately published rate of the dinar. Okay. He said the dong is ready. The bolivar is rising. Rates should be ready tonight. That Wednesday date was for notifications. Okay, I don't know what else is going to go on with the posting. We could just have Iraq sit there with a privately published rate. Do 4B. Then they come out with the, when we get to 5B for everyone, or 5, tier 5 for everyone, that's could be when it comes out in the Gazette publicly. But no one ever said it just had to be published. Okay. I'm getting excited. All right, so let's talk about this. That's the Gentel for this week. There you are.
Sorry, I had ice in my mouth. I'm sucking on some ice. I'm so cold. All right. All of that fits what we're both getting from two different sides on this thing. I wanted to ask you about the rupiah showed up on some investment pages like at 3 cents or 6 cents. So if you had $1 million, I think it was 6 cents. So if you had $1 million rupiah, you could exchange it for $60,000. Was that a legitimate exchange rate? And was that
7?
Okay? And is it something people can go to a bank that does currency exchanges and cash in today?
No.
So once again, we can't get a start, an early start. All that stuff fits kind of what we're hearing. Tier 3s are exchanging. The thing I kind of was hesitant to talk about that I'll talk about now is, and I hate to say this because it's been said so many times, but Reno has been given the green light. That's the new U.S. Treasury. Is that true? Are they finally ready to let this thing happen?
Did Reno really start as reported? Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Disbursements and contractors being paid, contracts being signed.
Yeah. Now, I find this interesting that you got the half rate on the dinar last week and the full rate this week, which is what Tony said on Friday. Are you sure?
It's so cool because I've been so self-involved over here and I did not
see that. Yeah.
Or if I did, I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, so it makes sense that they paid contractors at their agreed to rate of $390 or whatever, pay them all out, get them all done, and then they can move on to their internal rate or their in-country rate for the people. Although I understand that government officials over there were exchanging 10 days ago at 370 something as opposed to 390. Maybe it went up in the last couple of days, but that is happening too. So it's just like, when are you finally going to say something in public so that banks can start letting this thing go? It's just, I don't know. Jen, I don't have anything to say about it.
That's tier 5.
Or talk about it. Right. But I don't have anything to talk about on this because it's just like, okay, all right. We all know what's supposed to happen. When's it going to happen? Why has it not happened yet?
Wednesday.
So that's where we sit. is Wednesday. And remember, last week's information on Wednesday was Monday into Tuesday. Well, Monday into Tuesday is only one day off
Let's
from
take a
Wednesday.
look, shall we? Let's take a look.
Miss Smarty Pants, who has her notes right there.
Oh, the amount of spiral notebooks I have in this office would shock you. Oh, I forgot about this in school. Let's go back to last week's. Okay, so rate posted from Iraq within 2 days. That was a Monday. If you don't include the day we're on, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, something came out as a private publication in Iraq. So I'm taking it. Right after that says higher than expected. Expect notifications shortly after. Wrong on that. If they delay notifications, some international banks will exchange smaller amounts of dinar. Okay. Okay. Sounds like they just weren't ready to do it.
Yeah.
There was some kind of meeting, I think, that went on in Iraq this weekend, or some kind of.
That is true. I know
Okay.
that's true. Yeah.
Know how they could possibly anticipate how long it would take once you do something like that and put out a private publication so that it's recorded, legitimate, to get everything, the rest of the tiers finished and get everything paid. Okay. So that's a big process. So I could see where, and then they have some meeting. I could see where we were off on that, or I was off on that.
Well, I don't know if you were off, but
there was a rate published last week.
Yeah. That's what everybody says.
And then we got higher than expected. I forgot about that. I was really surprised about the whole seven. The first thing Uriel said was, yes, a half rate. And I'm like, how do you do a half rate? And so not something I would have put. It's not words that I would have put in his mouth. I would have just got a yes. Half rate. And I said, why? To pay contractors. So whether that's their salaries in country, the rate was $3.92, somewhere around there, and will rise to a public rate of over $7. I actually heard like $7.65, but I was a little, let's just say over $7. When will we receive notifications to exchange? Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Now, not sure if that is our Wednesday or theirs. I think it's ours. And our other tiers being paid? Yes, it's underway. And did Reno really start? Yes. Disbursements and contractors being paid. Contracts are being signed. Finishing touches underway of all the other tiers. We're good.
Okay. So when you look at, this is what was I put on Telegram last December 13th, so 3 days ago, so Friday. Tony's Friday thing was dinar's 391, but it'll be 720 next week. That's almost a doubling.
Friday was like divorce day, so I didn't see that. But that's awesome because that was unexpected to me. So there's confirmation on that.
Yeah. And then the Bolivar at 83 cents, which would be 830 million per billion of the Bolivar.
Oh my
God. And the Rupiah $1.87.
The Bolivar is still rising.
Yeah. But that's what he had on Friday. So
he's got to have somebody who knows, who's got access to those behind the scene rates.
Yeah.
This is good.
So it aligned with what you said. It aligned perfectly with what you said. So good stuff. So look, guys, I guess we sit and wait and hope and pray that it's this week and all of our issues are behind us. Let me ask you a few questions, Jen. Personal questions for me. Am I going to be going to a really nice, swanky super cool Las Vegas New Year's Eve party this year?
Yes.
There you are.
I think I'm at the Palms.
Oh, really? Oh.
It's very tall. I mean, I'm up high.
Palms is tall. Yeah. That'd be fine. I have kind of a relationship with them a little bit. Not much, but
I'm not sure, but I'm just like at some kind of penthouse club.
yeah, I'm going to resist the temptation to ask if there's going to be a Spanish girl with me. All right.
No, there's a blonde.
Oh, okay.
It's not me.
There's a blonde and it's not me. Jennifer. All right. You want to come? You should come down for New Year's Eve.
No, I don't want to do Vegas on New Year's Eve.
Okay, really? Got to
That's
do it.
not really my speed right now.
Got to do it at least once in your life. That's for sure.
Not right now.
So I wanted to tell you one other thing at the Christmas house, and let me go back and actually let me reshare the window of my Telegram. Window, Telegram, share. Went to the Christmas house this weekend. There it is. Look how pretty that is. It's Dale and Diana's house, Diana the Mushroom Lady. In
wow.
Yeah, in where are we? Where are we, Mike? Where are we? There we are. Dale and Diana, the Christmas house.
That's a lot of work.
It's 5 months to build up and tear down. It takes.
That's their house.
That's their house. Yes, it takes.
Wow.
And Barkley went there, but I had a really interesting experience there, and I did not know this, but I met for the first time. I met a billionaire there at the Christmas house. I met Robert Bigelow, who used to own Bigelow Aerospace, and he apparently comes there every year. I didn't know that. It was great to meet him. He is one of the guys who helped fund the government UFO program that we all have heard about. So that was really fascinating stuff. And I was like, I've never met a billionaire before. But you know how the universe shows you when you want something and it's closing in, it shows it to you. Like I've been seeing Ferraris and Porsches and, a lot of interesting cars that I might be interested in lately. And I'm wondering, I'm like, maybe this thing is really that close and I'm going to be getting one of these really soon. And then I thought, wow, it's really interesting. I just met a billionaire. Maybe I'm going to be hanging around with more billionaires in the future. Maybe that's
Definitely.
Yeah. So couldn't have been a nicer, more normal guy, no security, no nothing, just a guy walking around with his wife and family. And it was wonderful. It was a really nice meeting. So that was great stuff. So yeah, the Christmas house, Whiskey and Wisdom on Wednesday. I'm going to have to drive out there early and get there. Okay, Jen, there's about 2,000 people in the live stream today. It is time for questions. Jen's only going to be here until 11:30. That works out perfectly for me because I have to go get a haircut at noon. Questions for Jen must include your real name and the name of the person or pet you're asking about. Please keep that in mind. We're going to start over on the Rumble side of the house because we are going to give a first shot at questions are going to be for the people on the Rumble side that have little red castles because they subscribed for a mere $5 a month. The privilege of doing that and being really cool and contributing to the show is that you get to get your questions answered first. So let's go grab that pop-out chat, put it up here. See if we can get a better arrangement. What's the best arrangement here? This one? No, too small. This one. How about that one, Jen? Is that okay?
That's fine. Get the CBD Guru thing out of my head.
Oh, yeah. The CBD Guru thing.
If we love the CBD Gurus, I don't like it in my eye.
And Matt Johnson is one of the kindest, most generous people in the universe. So let us start then at the top. Lori Bakemeyer's here. Good morning. Evie Michelle is here. Hi. Devil7 says, Mike and Jen, hugs and many thanks for sharing your lives and intel with us. You are welcome. JM Praise, happy my kitty is good. Well, she's not good yet. She's a little bitchy, but she's getting better. She'll be better soon.
She'll get better.
Kathy W, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, can you tell, are all my foreign currencies okay?
There might be 4 bills that are questionable, but I see them accepting them.
And a lot of times, as long as
it might be a condition.
Yeah, as long as they know that you're not trying to cheat them, that you think you bought it from a legitimate dealer and followed all the rules, I think most of the time they're going to just say, okay, you can have that. If they know that you're a counterfeiter, forget it. You're probably going to go to jail. Lori lost my address. Okay, I'll have to give you my new address, Lori, at some time in the near future. Hi, guys. This is Deborah wants to know, is Megan sincere about wanting to see my mom, Gloria, or is she playing games?
She is sincere.
There you go. QPeg, it's Peggy, $25 Rumble rant. Thank you, Peggy. You are awesome. You didn't need to do that. Well, actually, yeah, but you did. So thank you. Wants to know, will I RV in Florida or Massachusetts? Well, Florida is a great place for RVing. You know, you get your RV. Oh, that RV. Okay. Florida or Massachusetts, Peggy wants to know.
Florida.
Florida. Flaggal 55 is now a monthly supporter. Little Red Castle, yay! Thank you, Elaine. Little Red Castle, $5 a month supporter says, "This is Mike and Maria Net. Jen, how do the 640 acre and 200 plus acre compounds look as good locations for our humanitarian campuses? And will we be able to purchase them?" So, Mike and Maria Net want to just know about these 2 properties. 640 acres and 200 plus acres.
You might consider looking somewhere else because by the time you get around to doing that, one of them might not be available.
Mm-hmm.
What I see you doing is considering just getting one of them or looking for a larger location somewhere else.
Yeah. River for Life says, my Scottish fold Bashy loves peppermint when his tummy isn't feeling good. Yeah, peppermint usually does settle your stomach a little bit. York peppermint patties are great for that, but it's not supposed to be for dogs or cats. I'm surprised, but according to Diana, it makes him, it makes him sick. And honestly, I knew it, and I should have stopped giving it to her the day before. So when Diana told me that, I'm like, yeah, that's.
Oh, you gave it to her multiple days?
3 days. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
and she was very ill by the 3rd day. And of course, that's why I thought I had to take her in. And then we had all the scares, and the whole thing could have been avoided if I'd simply not done that. But I listened to somebody that I thought I knew what they were talking about. They didn't. Deborah Sade here. Says, Mike, my husband and I are coming to Vegas January 12th to 16th and want you to take you to the D Steakhouse for the best steak you'll ever have. Shoot me a message so we can set it up. Absolutely, Deborah. I will love to do that.
Lori Bakemeyer says the chat for Rumble is gone. She can't comment. Do we have new comments coming in?
I believe we do.
Okay. Well, it must just be for you, Lori. Maybe go out and come back in.
Let me slide back over to Rumble. And yeah, the chat's not showing right there. The pop-out chat is. I popped the chat out, but normally the chat continues. So when I pop the chat out, I pop it out so I can display it and read it and run through it. So I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on. Susan Gretz says, I would have blown a gasket with that mistake, but thank goodness she'll be okay. Yeah, look, like I said, I had 2 migraines. I had a sinus headache. I was miserable. I just wanted to go to bed. And
can you imagine me at the counter?
Yeah.
Knowing that this isn't my cat's results.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have been all over that. They would have had a bad day there. Really bad day at the vet office.
Not Karen. Angel Elaine from Idaho wants to know if she's Pleiadian.
No.
Is my doggy on grain-free food? Yeah, he's on Blue Buffalo. It's good stuff. So he has Barkley has digestion problems, and as an Aussie Shepherd, so he's on generally really good stuff. Hi, Mike. This is Carolyn. I had my knee replaced hi, Jen and Mike, about 2 years ago, and I'm having pain in the lower right side of it. There's also a small lump. Can you see what's going on, Jen?
Name again, please.
Carolyn.
There's a little cyst in there.
Okay.
There's a cyst in there. Go have it looked at. I think they might have to drain that. It's from something rubbing. They need to look at that again.
Okay. Robin L, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, am I going to be able to exchange before I have to sell my silver and crypto to move into a motel? Shit. Hope so. Well, again, are you going to be able to exchange? I don't know. Right now, it sounds like Wednesday. So if you can make it till Wednesday, yeah. I mean,
well, Wednesday for notifications to make an appointment.
Right. Right.
You might have to sell some.
Okay. Carissa, Little Red Castle, wants to know, will my current project be renewed next April, or will I move on to a new project?
No projects next April. You don't need them.
Love and light to you, Mike and Jen, and to your kitty. Thank you very much. Liz Ann says, Jen, a week ago, right before I woke up in the morning, my whole body felt like it was vibrating, not shaking, but vibrating from head to toe. What was this? This is Elizabeth Reed.
That's interesting. That definitely was responding to some kind of energy. You might be like a physical medium. Look that up.
Debbie, with her brand new fresh Little Red Castle, says, will I be hired for the local job I'm applying for today?
Yes.
Cassandra, Little Red Castle, says, I would love to know how to enrich my connection to my guides. Do I have a specific guide or angel? And how will my intuitive offerings fit into the post-RV world specifically?
You should get a reading to come and sit with me to learn how to do that safely.
Okay. Pay the Joe. I think that's Joe Evans. $5 monthly subscriber once again. Okay. Mary, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, can you please tell me what's going on with my right knee? I've had arthritis for a long time, but this is very different.
Just Mary?
Mary, yeah.
What I'm looking at looks like a little loop, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. I don't know if you have a tendon that is stretched and just kind of making a little loop there and then getting in the way and rubbing. I don't know what that is, but you should definitely have that looked at.
Joe, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, Jen, do you see my sons helping me with my humanitarian project, helping families in need of housing? Thank you. It's Joe.
One definitely. The other one is busy doing his own things. It feels like family, children, something like that.
Guys, when you have a lot of money and if you're doing projects and things, you don't have to give everything to your kids. You can make them work. You can say, great, I'll pay you really well for you to help me with my construction company to build small houses because you're good at that. You can pay them twice as much as a normal person gets paid, but you don't have to give them everything. Charity does not just mean giving. Sometimes it just means building a business and putting people to work and paying for their health insurance. So, Freedom Liberty Lover, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Thank you, Melanie. Love you both. What is causing my mama's lethargic problems? Her name is Laura. She isn't feeling like herself. Melanie would like to know about her mother, Laura.
Dementia. And then we've got a decrease in circulation. Have that looked at. Cardiovascular. So she's not getting enough blood or oxygen to the brain. There's two things going on.
Lucy, Little Red Castle, says, "Hi, Mike and Jen. I just moved, and my neighbor has been taking care of all my cats. The 2 calico feral cats have not been seen. Are they okay and being fed? It's like 24 degrees out, and I'm worried." That's Lucy.
Somebody else is taking care of them, or they're under, like during the day, they're under some kind of structure deck or something. Somebody has given them a place in a garage with a heater.
Okay. Christy Swan wants to know about her sister and brother-in-law, Ursula and Randall Loker. Do you see any delays or issues with the travel plans to Maryland for this week? For Ursula and Randall.
No, they arrive on time.
Elaine wants to know her angel's name.
Elaine. Joseph, he wants to be called.
Nice name.
Just rattling off this big, long, weird name, and I'm like, what do you want to be called? Joseph, he said.
Leslie would like to know when her house purchase in Italy will be finalized.
Cool. Three weeks.
Cool. 3 weeks. Frederica, $5 Rumble Rant. Thank you, Frederica. My landlord wants to come inspect the house and do paperwork this week. Do you see any issues with him? I'm not looking forward to seeing him. He did something. Yeah. He did something really put me in shit. So, is it an issue?
He's the kind of person who's going to look for something to try and save money somehow or charge you for something. So you're going to really want to do the work and make sure that he's got nothing on you, because he's going to look for it. Yeah, he's a pain in the ass.
Okay. Rosie wants to know when her life will get back to normal and if she's going to move back to Oklahoma.
Well, I'll answer the second question. I mean, normal, define normal. I want to say spring. Sometime in the spring. That's what I'm getting. Are you frozen? Yeah. Okay, I didn't hear that because you were frozen for me.
Fucking Cox Cable. Tiffany says her 2 young sons, TJ and Noah, saw a shady situation with a car and men moving sleeping children from their trunk onto seats. They called 911, but are these men coming back? They are scared. Are the kids?
No, they're gone. But that was something that they witnessed. Did the men see your kids?
I don't
But
know.
those men are gone, long gone. Like on a boat over the water or something.
Wow. Okay. What rate for the VND? $1.50 is the last I heard, but it would probably go higher than that. Jackie, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, my dad, Bruce, passed in 2016. Does he have any message for me? Does Bruce have a message for Jackie?
He wants to see you smile.
Lynn, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says she wants to know if she will ever find her half brother. She doesn't know his name.
Yeah, it's far away though, but you do.
You know, you can try if you're looking for something like that, try 23andMe or what's the other one, Ancestry.com, because they will find people that are close genetic matches to you. You might find somebody that way.
You spend a lot of money on someone to go find him, and it's nothing to you. What does that tell you?
Spend the money. Lisa wants to know, is the UK going to get the notifications? Yes. Don't worry about that. Yes, it'll all be at the same time. Mercedes, the lovely Mercedes. Sarah says she's sick again. X-ray show pneumonia again and a mystery honeycomb images in the lower lungs. I asked if I've been exposed to toxins. Ask Jesus what's in my lungs. Wow, that's pretty heavy stuff.
Name again?
Sarah with an H. Do I have a pimple there?
That looks like scar tissue to me. I would have them redo that test.
Okay, have them redo it. Rex is looking to start a new business, make his website and services available to everyone, plus a YouTube channel. Wants to know if there's any random advice from his guides on how to build his business.
You pair up with another man who's very knowledgeable about that kind of thing. I don't know if he becomes a business partner. But he helps you with that. It's coming in March, April.
Okay. Wally says, we're in chapter 13. Will it end soon? We're praying for you and love you. That's nice.
Oh, Wally, I didn't know that. I'm looking like tail end of March or something.
Okay.
Takes
Eli, sorry, Elizabeth, $5 Rumble Rant says, do the angels see the judge granting my motion to dismiss the foreclosure of my home?
Yes, but something else happens first.
Okay. Laurel, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, oh, sorry. I don't know this person's name, but he says, my wife, Laurel, will my wife, Laurel, going to North Dakota with our daughter, Megan, when she leaves to help her out? Okay, I do not understand that question. Doesn't make any sense.
Read again.
Laurel going to Notre Dame, North Dakota? I don't, the question's
all right, next question.
Yeah. Andy is wondering if his dog Remy is okay. Remi. She crashed last night running out into the deck and is very sluggish today. Is it just soreness or is it something more serious?
Shoulder sore.
Oh, poor
kind
dog.
of bruising, probably. That's what it feels like. Like when you. Yeah, it's gonna be a few days.
Debbie, Little Red Castle, says, my mom is having severe low back pain and is too compressed for an injection. What can she do for the pain? It would help if we had your mom's name, Debbie, but Debbie's mom. Can she do anything for the pain because she can't get an injection?
What I see is her rubbing something on it. I couldn't suggest something for her to take. It's not.
Tina's doggy seems to have a very upset stomach. Is she okay?
Tina's doggy. Jesus.
People don't read instructions very well sometimes.
You guys have to understand that it's energetic stepping stones. I got to find you, then I got to find your mother, or I got to find the doggy. Okay, so Tina.
Oh, it was Terry.
Oh, no, it's Terry. Okay.
That's the mom's name. I'm sorry. That's the previous question. Tina wants to know if she says her dog has an upset tummy. Is she okay?
So it's Tina with the dog.
Yes.
Well, there's something in there that I don't know if she ate something that she's trying to pass, because it almost looks like a blanket of like some kind of white material in there. Did she tear something up?
I got some razor burn going. Jen, this is Holly, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. I recently heard that they're going to be making us an offer on XRP if we have any. Is this true? I think Jen saw that eventually. Somebody, when it reaches a certain level, they'll buy everybody out of it and turn it into a government asset.
That's I think well into next year when that happens. It does rise quite a bit before that.
Vegas Fletch, this is Larry Fletcher. A couple of years ago, Jen said she saw me retiring at 62. Does Jen still see me retiring at 62?
Just say yes, he said.
Just say yes. Okay, Virginia, Little Red Castle. Can you do a healing on someone who can't participate? It's my granddaughter, Jillian Ryan. Can I purchase the healing as a gift? What amount of time will she need? Will be needed. Surgery is 1/6. Jen can get to it before 1/6, probably.
Just email me her picture and name. I'll put her on the healing list. I'll get to it as quickly as I can. So when you can do healings on, it's like praying for somebody. You know, it either works or it doesn't. And because the soul is called in when I do the healings in the healing room in meditation. And I ask each soul, do you accept God's healing before I do anything? And if they say no, I can't do anything. It's very rare that they say no. So it's not interfering with somebody's will if they don't know, because their soul is asked. And the soul has a plan.
By the way, Apollo was the name of the doggy with the upset tummy. So he's
looks like he ate something.
Yeah.
And it's still in there.
Yeah.
Look for him to throw up. He's probably going to throw that thing up, but it's like he can't get it out. Looks like a sock. I mean, it looks like fabric. I don't know what it is.
Oh. Okay. Debbie, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, will my daughter-in-law Megan be able to protect her children if I contribute to a high-profile attorney? The system just does not seem to offer protection due to constant lies.
There are some legitimate claims against her. She needs to clean up her act. Adding an attorney, a good attorney into that would help, yes.
Okay. Cool Raul, Little Red Castle, wants to know, will Marcia and I have problems with our kids once we RV? Josh and Jada are mine, and Jesse and Jordan are hers. What does that mean, problems? I don't know, Raul. You going to have problems?
No, I don't see any problems.
Beth wants to know if she can bring a friend to an exchange. His name is Bob. Is it a good idea?
No.
Okay.
Unless it's your husband, unless their name's going to be on the account, they can't sit down with you. Or unless they're a caregiver of yours, but they'll have to also sign an NDA.
Pregland is now a monthly supporter, $5. Sorry, guys, we got to get over to the free side of the house here. Let's get a couple more Rumble rants in. Frederica,
I want a little break before I have to go.
Yeah,
do a 2-hour reading.
Jen, will the Fenben stuff I sent to help my mom Yolanda with her gum disease and inflammation help? She's been having a bad time and is alone in Spain. She hates the cold here in England.
Yes. But she really needs antibiotics. There's infection in the gums.
Okay. Tom wants to know if his wife Laurel will go to North Dakota with their daughter Megan to help her out when she leaves on Christmas. So in other words, Megan's going to go to North Dakota. Will Laurel go with her and help her out?
Yes.
Okay, so Red, White, and Blonde, the $5 Rumble rant. Thank you. The kids who saw the men locked eyes with them. The boys are freaking out that they're coming back. Jen says no, they're far away.
Well, they're far gone.
They're long gone.
They're long gone. They didn't.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about that. But
okay. All right. We are going to now flip on over to the Rumble side of the house. Get a few quick questions in.
YouTube.
And YouTube side of the house, sorry. Okay, lots of nice people saying nice things. Watching with excitement, we all are. Okay, Jonda wants to know if her mother Florence, who has passed away, have any messages for her.
She just keeps saying she sees you.
Okay. Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank
you. Mindy wants to know what's wrong with her cat, Poppy. She has runny eyes and is not acting like herself.
It's like a sinus infection on a person. It's either coming from the ears. She has a problem with the dust in the litter.
Okay. Christine wants to know if you see her dentist figuring out what's going on in the area around her dental implant.
Christine. If I see the dentist figuring it out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's good, Rick, because as much as I'm not a big fan of Gino, he's so much better than Sam Howell. So it'll be good to have Gino play these last 3 weeks. New home, first new year. Christine, no, she's going to get a new car. Yeah, lots of loves. Guys, even though you're here over on the YouTube side, we still need your name. Salty life for me. Jen, do you see my next house on the beach or 24th Street or 29th Street? I don't know. What's your name? Remember that.
I got the picture.
Yeah. Picture helps, but
29th.
Lisa Manning wants to know if somebody special is coming into her life or if she's already met them.
There's somebody new coming. February.
Ruben Darren wants to know, can you check on how my How's my attachment in Oxford will be? Would it be useful? And would I publish my research in time?
I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Your attachment in Oxford.
A class, a teaching job? What is it? We don't know.
Let's just see if he publishes his research in time. Yeah. Right before it needs to be in.
Tom reads a notice about the show. Yeah. I guess Tom and I are going to maybe do it. So Susan wants to know if you see her buying a new home, and if so, when in the community she's hoping for.
I eventually see you. I see you eventually buying several new homes. One is 2 are for you. The others are rentals.
Cool. People were asking if the dong was ready. As I said, yes, my dong is always ready. Several dong jokes after that in the stream. Dong is rising.
I didn't even realize that was going to trigger everybody. The dong is ready.
Any
Pull
mention
off my game. I should have picked that up right away.
that's okay. You got an excuse. Any mention of dong is gonna get something.
I do have to get going though.
I wanted to keep you.
So I get like 10 minutes right now before I have to be on the phone.
I know. We'll just see if there's any more pet questions, because pet questions are very near and dear to my heart.
Okay, well, I have to be. So
be a couple minutes late.
Let everybody know that.
Be a couple minutes late. Gosh, guys, I guess that's it. Don't want to do any purchasing of lots. Guys, okay, I guess Jen's got to go, and I understand that. So thank you guys all for being here. Jen and I will be back on Wednesday. I would sincerely hope that we are post RV at that point. That would be awesome.
Well, let's hope for that.
We don't know, or at least post our RV notifications on Wednesday. Would be absolutely wonderful. Hang in there. I'll be back with Toxically Masculine Tuesday tomorrow night with the boys. Maybe some of you guys know something I don't about this, but there is a chance that that I'll be doing a fairly major podcast with Tom Reed next couple of days, talking about drones in New Jersey. Other than that, I will see you tomorrow night. Everybody have a great Monday. Don't have anything else to say. Jen, any final closing words for anyone today?
Don't stress out. It's really real and it's really happening.
Don't stress out. It's really real. It's really happening, and it's really soon. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. We will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.